There's a song called Self-Aware. Isn't that perfect for this channel? And a band named Temper City. They're making waves right now. They put out this song 3 months ago and it has already almost 9 million views. Naturally, I want to know what this is about and why it's going viral. It looks like Temper City is also going on tour, so go check them out on YouTube and then go get yourself a ticket to one of their concerts near you. There's always that risk when you go in blind that you don't know what you're going to get. Am I going to love this? Am I going to hate this? Is this going to make me uncomfortable? Shout out today, by the way, to Rebel Reacts, who put this on my radar. Go check them out, rebelreacts.com, especially for those of you who want to support independent artists and for those of you who are looking for copyright safe music. It's the perfect platform to find out about new bands, up and coming artists, independent artists, and to find artists that you can react to and review without having to deal with copyright claims or strikes. Where's Temper City from? Temper City is a alternative rock band formed by a trio of music producers and songwriters from Israel who are currently based in Los Angeles. We got Eitan Pellet as a lead singer and songwriter, Aviv Barenholtz, drummer and producer, and Chen Cordova, keyboardist and producer. Before launching their own project, the members spent years working behind the scenes, writing and producing for international and local acts. They shot to global fame with their debut single, Self-Aware, which has gone viral on social media and made history as the first song by an Israeli band to ever chart on the US Billboard Hot 100. For real? Okay, well, we're going to find out why this is going viral. I'm going to flip my hair to the other side and get started. You guys ready? I'm excited. Make sure to subscribe here too. Hold up. Did y'all hear that timbre in his voice? That subtle yodel at the end? That riff here at the beginning is catchy. That vibe, just grooving, almost makes me think of Gorillaz. I'm happy, I'm feeling sad, I got sunshine. Not the, same notes or chord progression, but that feeling, that groove that pulls you in from the start, that mellows you out and pulls you in, makes you want to go, okay, what are we talking about? Who is this? What's happening? Oh, that's cool.
No smoke with no fire, no silence if there's no sound. One way or another, you're going to put me out. Drinks flowing like water, too drunk to turn off the light. Stay under the covers, who knows how we'll end the night. Just don't hang your hopes on me, I wanna feel something. God, you look so pretty when you tell me that you love me.
Hey.
I wish that I could lie, but my mind gets in the way. I know you think that I'm always way too self-aware. Oh, we could never be together, but it's nice to play pretend. I wish that I could lie, but I'm way too self-aware. Mood swings like the weather.
This is interesting. Oh, we'll talk about the lyrics in a second. Very interesting. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk about that after. But what are you feeling so far? Hold on. Sorry about that. What are you guys feeling so far? Talk to me in the comments. This kind of groove, what part does your brain focus on first? Is it the visuals? Is it his voice, the composition? Is it the lyrics? What are you feeling right now? I'm trying to put my finger on what I'm feeling, to be honest, because a lot of times my mind gravitates towards the lyrics, trying to analyze those. But the feeling I'm getting is torn because on one hand, I'm just wanting to groove and this is so lighthearted. And at the same time, if you've ever had to deal with any type of mess in the dating world at any point in your life, these lyrics kind of bring up that uncomfortable, confusing, this is going to get messy, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm trying to put my finger on what sound this reminds me of. This is good.
Mood swings like the weather.
This
Bodies
melody is
under pressure. Oh, I love the way you're using your imagination. Laws of attraction, put them into practice. Just don't hang your hopes on me. I wanna feel something. God, you look so pretty when you tell me that you love me.
Yeah, these are music producers. Do you guys hear that switch? Oh, ooh, that's some beautiful mixing and mastering happening in here. Do you hear that switch that happens with his voice? Wait for it.
Hopes on me. I wanna feel something. God, you look so
Slight
pretty
distortion.
when you tell me that you love me. I wish that I could lie, but my mind gets in the way. I know you're thinking I'm always with yourself away. Oh, we could never be together, but it's nice to play pretend. I wish that I could lie, but I'm way too self-aware.
That's such a catchy melody. I like this. Almost slightly distorted that feeling.
Just don't hang your hopes on me. I wanna feel
This is good.
something. God, you look so pretty when you tell me that you love me.
Oh,
Wish that I could lie,
hey.
but my mind gets in the way. I know you think that I'm always way too self-aware. Oh, we could never be together, but it's nice to play pretend. I wish that I could lie, but I'm way too self-aware.
These guys are brilliant. These guys are brilliant. Oh, they are brilliant. These are some music producers for sure. There are so many details. Look at this. Ah. Okay, first of all, okay, I don't even know where to start. The cinematography is beautiful, very intriguing. Homeboy on the drums, all by himself, crooked mailbox, desert, distortion, lonesome. That could be taken in so many different ways, right? But it sets it up in a very intriguing way. I think our brain is wired to want to look for some type of closure or for some type of clarity. We see something and we try to make sense of it, right? Where is he? What is he doing? Why is he all by himself? A contrast. You don't really find a guy on the drums at the side of the highway in the middle of the desert, usually. And if we did, we'd be wondering what in the unicorn farts is going on. Okay? But Homeboy's sitting there and then all of them together. And they play together beautifully. I love how you can have such a catchy tune, and while there's plenty that's going into the music production, the mixing and the mastering. The instruments being used, even here, the setup in that music video is fairly straightforward. You got your drums, you got your guitar, you got your guitars, your drums, your bass. Straightforward. And obviously more is being done to the track to make it as full and rich as it is. But what I'm seeing is a simple setup trio. And the number of threes powerful on the brain. Number 3 often represents completeness and balance to us. It's connected to pattern recognition. Think of triangles, think of various geometrical shapes. It is said that the human brain has an innate affinity for triadic structures because they provide a sense of a clear beginning, middle, and end. The fact that there's these 3 guys, that's an element that has me going, this makes sense. The fact that they're playing instruments on the side of the highway somewhere in the desert among mountains is unique. And so there's that duality from the start, right? Beautiful setup, very catchy. Now, of course, scenery switches. We got Homeboy mixing, mastering, singing, recording his vocals. I think this is cool because it speaks to the simplicity of things. It breaks things down. This isn't a huge performance on stage. This isn't in a fancy studio. It's simple. It's somewhere in the back of a trailer, which on one hand could give you that feeling of, hey, we're up and coming artists just singing out of the back of our car, but also could give you the feeling of, hold up, don't underestimate that people that are playing on the side of the road, busking, chilling, recording in the back of their trailers and vehicles, very well may be extremely talented musicians that know exactly what they're doing. There's a simplicity here, okay? A simplicity down to earth. I think it also shows a level of just humanity. Many people can relate to that. Many people who love music or who have dabbled in creating music, we can relate to that setup of you, your microphone, and your computer trying to find a good loop, trying to track your vocals and stack them and play around with sounds on GarageBand. I think it's a relatable feeling. And so a lot of this video is given to me a very down-to-earth vibe. These chill dudes in their suit and shirts, though, which is kind of funny, right? They look dressed down with their jackets, but they're still wearing dress pants, nice jeans, dress pants, ties. And so my brain is already going, okay, cool. This is intriguing. What's happening here? This is unique. And they just keep going. The hook is brilliant. Da 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 la la la. Right? That can get stuck in your head for days. I feel like it's very obvious that these are just professionals and really good at what they do because they know the code. They've cracked the code of a song that is catchy, that will go viral. It has that feel. It has that sound. Super interesting. We'll talk about the lyrics in a second, but it's just catchy. It's just cool. Looking at the camera, engaging with us, the viewer, it pulls you in. It really pulls you in. It's playful. And then in the end, I loved that it switched to color. I did not expect that. That was really cool. Especially in sync with the drums. Check it out. And boom. I love that. That switch to color. But then it goes back to black and white. And that was unexpected for me as well. They're constantly keeping us on our feet, which is really smart. The music video also has cracked the code of creating that intriguing paradox in our minds that has us wanting more. And once it goes to color, it doesn't stay there. It goes back to black and white, back to color. It's constantly keeping us on our toes. And I think it also fits to what the lyrics are about. They started in the back of the trailer. Now they're up in the face of the camera. Brilliant. Really brilliant. Not only does the music have a buildup and there's a crescendo in the composition, but there's a buildup in the video. We went from off of the desert, our brain trying to make sense of what's going on, to them being in the back of the trailer, to them having stepped into the trailer up in our face in the camera. It's gotten more personal. It's gotten vivid. It's gotten colorful, self-aware. No smoke with no fire. You know that saying, wherever there's smoke, there's fire? Here we're saying no smoke with no fire, no silence if there's no sound. I think I'm seeing, and that's fitting to the music video, a contrast to duality. You can't have silence if there's no sound. There's no smoke with no fire. You need one thing for the other. Everything is connected. One way or another, you're going to put me out. Drinks flowing like water, too drunk to turn off the lights. Stay under the covers. Who knows how we'll end the night? At first, I was hearing... even in the lyrics, I see a level of paradox. Because on one hand, I'm thinking, okay, this could get kind of deep, actually. Are we going to talk about duality? Are we going to talk about how, about yin and yang and how everything has two sides? But then we're talking about drinks flowing like water and too drunk to turn off the light. And now I'm picturing people that have been partying too long, that are staying under the covers. Let's see how we end the night. Is this a flirtatious line? It now just sounds like young people either having a good time or doing a little too much. Some of those songs that make you think of chilling by the beach, young kids, college kids going and having a party, drunk by the ocean type of feel, right? Is that what this song is about? That's the feeling I was getting. Then the pre-chorus says, just don't hang your hopes on me. I want to feel something. And now we're back to that depth. Even in the music video, we saw that back and forth between black and white and color. We're finding that same back and forth in the lyrics. And it makes me think of people that are at a point in their life where they're not really young anymore. They've matured to early adulthood or adulthood, but there's still a whole lot of feeling lost inside. They're old enough to drink and party. They're perhaps even struggling with those substances, drinks flowing like water. Okay, there's excess here. And at the same time, they feel lost inside. Don't hang your hopes on me. I want to feel something. I'm hearing a person here who is feeling lost, feeling empty, maybe having crawled into bed with someone they just met that night, telling this other person, hey, don't get your hopes up. I'm struggling. Something's not right. I want to feel something. Why the need to say that? Maybe because this person they're with, they don't feel anything with. It makes me really think of modern day dating and the mess that it is. People that are afraid to be alone, that hook up and hang out with one another, but that have no foundation of a friendship, no foundation or understanding of true intimacy, and they are not happy with themselves. And so naturally, when someone comes along who's pretty, attractive, who tells him or her that they love them, God, you look so pretty when you tell me you love me, they can't reciprocate that because there is no foundation here. Not only because perhaps this person was shallow and just looking for some fun and not willing to actually be in a committed relationship, but also because some people seem to either be so jaded, bitter, hurt, or not self-aware enough to realize that they're actually void of even loving themselves. And when you don't love yourself, when you don't know who you are, you can't really give that back to anybody else. You can't really love them. I wish that I could lie, but my mind gets in the way. I know you think that I'm always way too self-aware. We could never be together, but it's nice to play pretend. I wish that I could lie, but I'm way too self-aware. And now this is where it gets deeper, because I'm thinking of the kind of people that can't be in a committed relationship. There's something holding them back from leveling up into the kind of relationship where you're willing to do the work, where you can endure the uncomfortability that it takes when two people refine each other and rub each other the wrong way. That doesn't just go for romantic relationships. That's any relationship, any friendship. True love, true intimacy, true growth happens when you learn to sit with the uncomfortable, to communicate, to listen, to be willing to be wrong, and all the jazz that comes with that. And that comes with time and maturity and years, if you're willing to do the work. And so I'm picturing here young people that are in that dating scene that are either not self-aware enough, even though they say I'm way too self-aware, not self-aware enough to realize, hey, I don't love myself enough. I can't be in a relationship. I don't need to be hanging out with you. I'm not good for you. Don't get your hopes up. Don't hang your hopes on me. Or perhaps people that are so self-aware. And those words are intriguing to me, because I think for some people, self-aware would mean I'm self-aware, I'm insecure, I'm uncomfortable. And maybe that's what this person is saying. Or self-aware in the sense of I am aware of myself. I know who I am, what I want. I know my struggles and the demons that I battle. This can't work. It could go different ways depending on the person. I'm hearing a person here, and this is my subjective interpretation, that's struggling internally, maybe with their mental health, or they've just been playing house for too long. They can't give this other person true love. Mood swings like the weather. Bodies under pressure. Oh, I love the way you're using your imagination. Bodies under pressure. Physically not feeling well. Anxiety. What is that pressure? Anxiety, or a pressure to look a certain way. Hashtag self-aware. Or bodies under pressure as in there's sexual tension building here, because now we're talking about laws of attraction, using your imagination. There's this turmoil within this person of saying, you look pretty when you tell me you love me. I love how you're imaginative and whatever you're doing with my body and your body. Laws of attraction, you're putting them into practice. There is physicality going on here. There's things that I like, but don't get your hopes up. I can't give you what you want because I struggle internally. My mind gets in the way. I know you think I'm too self-aware. We could never be together. It makes me think of the typical issues and dynamics that I have seen in the dating world. I would argue that a lot of times it's because people are not self-aware, because they're either self-aware in the insecure sense, or they're not self-aware in the sense of they don't know who they are. They don't really love themselves, and they're not willing to slow down long enough to stop chasing one distraction after the other to deal with the underlying issues. But I'm getting way too deep, because I think on a surface level, deep lyrics aside, and the psychology behind a messy relationship in a dating world, on the surface level, this is a super catchy song. And I can see a lot of people just clipping this for their viral reels because it has the code. What do you guys think about this one? How does this one feel to you? Music video, composition, and the lyrics. What are your thoughts on that? How do you interpret this? And would you, I'm going to do it right now, subscribe. Let's subscribe to Temper City and like their video. And if you are new to this band because of my reaction, would you let them know I sent you? Also, like I said, don't forget to check out rebelreacts.com, especially for you reactors out there. Make sure to subscribe here too. It's your girl, Rosalie. Thank you for going around the world with me today to explore this Israeli-American band and to listen to something I've never heard of before. But I dig it. I like it, and I'm happy that you're here. I will see you guys on the next ride. Ayo!